In this video I'm going to show you what I use to compose music. Now I don't use any instruments and I don't use any microphones. It is software all the way. The most important bit of software and the one you work with the most is called a digital audio workstation, DAW, which is pronounced a DAW. There are many DAWs, but the one I use is called Reaper. Reaper itself doesn't contain any instruments, they're separate. So for drums, I use the Ease Drummer 2, which I like a lot. That's a commercial product. For my bass guitar, I use a free version called the Ample Bass P2 Lite from Ample Sounds. From the same company, I bought the Fender Stratocaster and the Gibson Les Paul. A very useful piece of free software is called the Zyn Add-Sub FX. That's a complicated name for a very useful synthesizer. I use that in pretty much every song I write. An old piece of software that used to be commercial but isn't anymore because of its age is the Proteus VX. This got 1,000, literally 1,000 different instruments. I tend to use the grand piano from this one. The instruments by themselves are not enough. Especially for guitars, you need effects as well. And for the guitars, I use Guitar Rig 5, the free version of it. It's the same, I believe it's the same as the commercial one, with most of the components removed. But there are a few key ones left in, and those are the ones I use. And they're quite good. Just to show you what it does, I'm going to play with and without. So I'm going to solo my guitar, and this is without. And this is with. So I got a pitch modulator, a cabinet, and 3 variants of echoes and delays and reverb. And this is what it sounds like. Quite a difference. Another piece of software for effect is the Ambience. It is essentially a reverb module that I use for a lot of things. In this particular song, I've used it for even on the drums. You wouldn't normally do, but the need was for a quite of ethereal piece of music, where a bit of reverb goes a long way. So I've used it drums, on the bass, and on the silver bell. Another piece of effect that is actually built into Reaper is the Re-EQ. This is an equalizer. In this particular case, I created a high-pass filter and routed most but not all instruments through it, just to make sure that the lower frequencies don't get too muddy. So most of the composing is done up here. This top half of Reaper is called the track area. Here we have instruments on the left, and on the right we have media items. A media item like this one can be either something recorded like a web file, or in this case it's MIDI data. And MIDI data is simply notes as a function of time. If I play this one, it plays an F and then it plays a C. To add or move notes, I can simply drag and drop them, or paint in new ones, or delete them. The lower half of Reaper is called the mixer area. And here we got some householding things like the tempo of the song, in this case is 70 BPM, and the time signature, 4/4. Down here we have all the sounds coming in from the instruments into these ones. And here we use the volume meters to make sure that the volume of each instrument is suitable for the song. For example, the drums out of the box are very loud, so I dropped them by almost 16 dB. And that is usually as far as I take it. The next step after the song is finished would be to mix it. Mixing is the process of taking each instrument and not only adjusting the volume, but applying an equalizer to each and every one of them. That way you can separate each instrument so it doesn't overlap with another one or too many other ones in frequency. Now, mixing music is a profession all by itself. I find it hard and tedious, so normally I don't bother. And that's it. I hope you liked it. And leave a comment below if there's anything else you would like me to cover in another video. And thanks for watching.